Matos-Maasei, Ideas in the Realm of Gematria, from the Parshah for the Geulah. This is article number 24 in this series. This week is a double Parshah, with Matos and Maasei being combined. Several of the Parshas that would normally have been combined were separate this year because it is a leap year, but Matos and Maasei are still combined. Does that mean that there needs to be a Devar Torah for each Parsha? Well, it seems that there is an interesting way of connecting both Parshas together, and one vort would connect both Matos and Maasei together. One simple word, name, and idea would be able to connect Matos and Maasei. That is Menashe. In Parshas Matos, we learn an interesting story about the tribes of Reuven and Gad that had a lot of cattle and chose a portion of land that was east of the Jordan River, and half the tribe of Menashe eventually joined them as well. They had to fight with the rest of Israel to help settle the land first, and only then they could return to the land of their choice. Then, in Parshas Maasei, at the very end of the Parsha, we have the conclusion of Sefer Bamidbar, the book of Numbers, with the conclusion of the story of the daughters of Tzlafchad, saying that they married within the tribe, so that the collective tribal land would not be diminished had they married into other tribes. What tribe were the daughters of Tzlafchad from? Menashe. If we take a look in the book of Joshua, chapter 17, verse 6, we can see that the tribal portion that the daughters of Tzlafchad inherited was inside the land of Israel proper, as opposed to the area of the Transjordan of Bashan and Gilead, where the other half tribe of Menashe was. So Menashe, as we can see, is split up in more than one way, not only in lands, but in our two Parshas as well. What is the meaning of this split with Menashe? Menashe has a numerical value of 395, as does the word neshama, which means soul. They're the same letters, actually. Our neshama interfaces within this material world, in our physical bodies, in a very important apparatus that we call the brain. The brain can be described as being divided into left and right cerebral hemispheres. So the brain is split in half too, just like Menashe. And we can see a connection between the soul, the split, Menashe, and the brain. Another way of describing this split and why we are often divided is because within our nefesh is our lower self, or Yetzer Hara, which oftentimes challenges us from being single-minded in the upward journey and spiritual progress of our soul. Another interesting Gematria connection is the word Hashemayim, the heavens, or heaven, which equals 395, just like Menashe. There is one part of Menashe, being our neshama, that stays in the land with the abundance of cattle, so to speak, Bashan and Gilead, which can represent either our animal nature or our journey into the physical world, where, as the other part is in heaven and is always seeking to be reunited with its source and to be with God. Have a great Shabbos.